Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Carol the Diva. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I would love it if you would subscribe. Anyway, for today's video, I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I know many of you guys have been asking me to do a makeup tutorial because you like the makeup I'm wearing in my hair videos. So here we go. I'm gonna be doing one for you today. This is gonna be something simple. It's gonna be like a soft glam, you know, like a everyday kind of look. I'm trying not to do anything extra today, so hopefully I don't do anything extra. So anyway, let's get into it. I already did my brows. As many of you guys know, I have powder brow. I had that done recently, so I didn't have to do too much to my brows. All I did was put some streaks in it using this brow pencil that I got. It's a NYX brow pencil and I got it on Amazon, so I will definitely link that down below for you guys. I'm gonna go right into concealing my brows and move on with the rest of the makeup. To conceal my brows, I'm gonna be using my Tarte concealer and this flat brush right here. This is a e.l.f. concealer brush, so that's what I'm gonna be using to do my brows today. So I'm just gonna take a little bit out on my brush like that, and I'm gonna be using this mirror to do it. So I usually just start off from the middle like so. And then I'm gonna just bring it down to the edge like that. Then whatever is left on the brush, I just bring it out to the front and pull it down. Alright, so like I said before, I'm gonna put some of the concealer on my eyelid also, and then I'm just gonna use my wet sponge to blend it out. And this is gonna work as an eye primer for me. So to set my concealer and prevent any creasing from happening, especially since I have hooded eyes, I'm gonna be using my setting powder from Sacha. And I'm just gonna take a little bit up on my brush and I'm gonna dab it off like that, and dab it onto my eyes. I'm trying not to put too much on it, just a little bit, just enough. So today's eyeshadow palette is going to be my Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, Born to Run, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I really like this palette because it has a lot of natural tone colors in there. So the first one I'm gonna be using is this one right here, and this one is called Rift. And I'm gonna be using this fluffy brush to add this color on, and this brush has a name on it. It's called Tara 35E. I believe I got this brush in a palette. I can't remember, but I have this brush for so long and I really like it. I always use it for this purpose. And as I pick my color up, I do that just to dust it off a little bit so it's not too pigmented and I don't pick too much up at once. And I just keep doing this and build the color up. I like to do that, like pick up a little bit at once and build the color in as I go, just so you know it's nicely blended and I get just enough on there and not too much. I also like to pull the color out, like right here as you see me doing. Just pull it out a little bit and then blend it right back in. Alright, so I want my outer corners to be a little bit darker, so I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and this one is called Punk, and I'm using a slightly smaller brush, but it's still fluffy. And I'm just gonna pick the powder up and just pack it on the outer corner, and then I'm gonna blend it inwards just like so. So now I'm gonna go back in with that first shade and just blend out this area right here, just to avoid any harsh line and have it transition nicely. Alright, so once I apply that shade on, I like to go in with the bronzer that I'm gonna be applying onto my skin. And the one I'm gonna be using today is called Mega Star, and it's from Morphe. I actually have two of them. The other one is called Trailblazer, and this one is a darker shade that I do use sometimes. Maybe around the summertime I'll be using this one more, but today I'm gonna be using the lighter shade. So I'm gonna contour this area right here next to my nose so that when I do contour my nose, it will blend in effortlessly. This is something that I've been doing lately when doing my makeup, and I really love the way it looks, so I just keep doing it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my cut crease. This concealer is by Kevin Aucoin, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. That's the concealer I'm gonna be using. I bought this concealer a long time ago. I can't even remember how long. Maybe it's less than a year, but it's definitely more than 6 months ago, and I've never used it, but I decided to use it now. From what I heard, this concealer is very thick and you gotta be careful when you're using it. So let's see what I could do with it. So when I'm doing my cut crease, I take it further up than where my crease is really at, because I have hooded eye. When I close my eyes, when I open my eyes, it's like it disappears. My cut crease disappears. So if I don't do this, you're probably not gonna notice that I have a cut crease going on that I worked so hard for. So I have to take it a little bit higher up just to make sure that it gets seen even if my eyes are open. Okay guys, so after putting on the concealer, I actually went ahead and used the same setting powder and I set it, just because I know that my eyelid will start creasing if I don't do so. Alright, once I do that, I'm gonna go back into my palette and I'm gonna use the shade Punk that I used before, and I'm gonna place it right where the cut crease meet the first color, just like so, and I'm just gonna blend it out to prevent any harsh line. Alright, so I was gonna keep my entire eye looking matted, but when I look at this, I just really like the way it looks, and I feel like it would look nice with like a gold shimmery color. So I'm gonna go for something a little goldish, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to use this one right here, and it's called Blaze. Actually, no, not Blaze. This one is called Stranded. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and use this one right here, and it's called Stranded. For this, I should be using a clean brush, but I'm using a brush that I was using before. But I've cleaned it off on my paper towel that I have right here, so hopefully it won't do no harm. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just dab it on. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but hopefully I do. So far, I really like the way it looks, so it turns out looking even better than I expected. So I guess that's a good thing. For my inner crease right here, I'm going to be using a lighter shade, and that's going to be this white one right here from this palette I have called Blends. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this white one, and this one is called Cream and Sugar. A lot of you guys have been asking about this palette. It has all these vibrant colors in there that I like to use every now and then. And I'm just gonna put it right here. I'm not gonna go too high up with it. Now that I did that, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some liner, and I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. liner for that. I also went ahead and lined the bottom, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do a wing liner. I'm not gonna do it on camera because I wanna do it perfectly, and I gotta be all up in the mirror like that, and you don't want all that. You're not gonna see what I'm doing anyway, so I'm just gonna be doing this part off camera. These are the lashes that I'm gonna be using today. I cannot remember where I got them, but I obviously bought them from a store because it has the price tag on it right here. So yeah, these are what I'm gonna be putting on. I may or may not put them on camera, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting my lashes on now. I already added my glue on them, so all that's left to do is to put them on. And I like to look down when I'm putting them on and just put this right on top where I put the eyeliner earlier. I'm trying to hold it so you guys could see what I'm doing. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the face, and I'm starting off using my NYX primer to prime my face. My skin is always so dry, so this primer definitely helps when it comes to moisturizing my skin. And then for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my Il Makiage Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. I'm gonna start off using just one pump, and I'm gonna just squeeze it onto the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna apply it using my finger onto my face. Now I'm gonna use my wet sponge to just blend it out. So with this foundation, I always find myself, just going back for more because I just feel like I never get enough with one pump. But I still like starting off with one pump just in case, I don't want to go too hard on it. As you can see, my face does look like it has foundation on it, except for under my eyes right here. But that's because I didn't apply any there, because I'm going to apply concealer. And I do get creasing, so I don't want to go too hard and put in too much product there. So I'm going to go in with another squeeze from my Il Makiage foundation and apply it onto my face. And this time, I'm just using the sponge to put it on. Now it definitely looks like enough, so I'm satisfied now, and I'm not gonna be applying any more right now. So now I'm gonna go back in with my Tarte concealer, and I'm gonna apply some under my eyes first. And I'm just trying to apply like a light amount, because like I said, I crease under my eye, and if I apply too much product, then it's not gonna look so good. So we're just gonna, I think I just got concealer in my lash. Yes, I did. Jesus will fix it. I'm gonna put some here, put some here on my nose like so, and here on my forehead. And I'm gonna go back in with my wet sponge and blend it out. I sometimes put some here. I totally forgot to do that, so I'm gonna go back in and grab a little bit more, put it right here. That should be good enough. And now we're gonna blend like our life depend on it. And I'm just gonna go on my cheek with the remainder of concealer that's on my sponge. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Shashka again, my Shashka setting powder, to set my concealer. And I'm gonna use the same wet sponge that I've been using to set my concealer. So I dip it in the concealer, and that's what it looks like. You know, I kind of dust it off to get any extra off of it, and then I'm just gonna dab it on, just like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my contour powder from Morphe, which I used earlier, and I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face everywhere that needs it. Starting off with my cheek. And as I dip my brush, I, you know, knock it like that, you know, just to get off the excess powder off of it. And then I just, you know, just dab it on like that. And I also go up onto my forehead with some of the contour powder. Okay, so this is something that I like to do. You guys don't have to do it, but this is something that I do sometimes. I like to set my nose and under my eyes like this, like just let the powder sit there for like 10 minutes or so. Like I said, you guys don't have to do this. This is not really necessary. It's just that I like to do it. And while that is setting, I'm gonna use my little brush that I was using earlier to do the contour right here. I'm gonna use it to contour my nose. And now, as you can see, the contour that I'm doing on my nose is blending in with the contour that I applied up here earlier. Look at that, y'all. You see how my nose look like I just did surgery on it? No surgery here, no surgery, just some contour. Okay, so now that I've done all that with my face, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Skin Finish, and this one is in the shade Medium Deep. Now I'm gonna use this pink blush I have from Il Makiage, and I'm just applying it to the apple of my cheek. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some highlighter, and the one I'm using today is one I've always been using. It's called Blushing in Bali by BH Cosmetic. I've been using this one for the longest time until somebody could tell me about a better one or something that's nice that I could try. I'm gonna be using this one because I really like it. I'm also gonna go ahead and apply some of my highlighter on my nose. Now for my lip, I'm just gonna use a regular lip liner to line it. And lately I've been going for like dark around the lip, and you know, just blend it out with like a neutral lip color. So that's what I'm going for today. I mean, sometimes I do go for something a little pinkish, which I found that looks really good on me, but we'll see what I like and what I want to do today. So let's try and see what works. I'm gonna go in with this NYX lipstick, and this one is in the shade SMLC 62. To get the lipstick to smudge the way I wanted to do, all I did was keep putting my lips together like that, and it came out just the way I like it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put some finishing spray on, and that will do. The finishing spray I'm using today is from Maven Beauty. I really like using this finishing spray. I don't know why. I think it's because it goes on so light. When I'm spraying it on my face, it feels like I'm not even feeling it. So I don't know. I think that's the reason why I like using it so much. It doesn't feel like I'm spraying too much on. It just goes on so light and just gets everywhere. This is it, guys. This is what it looks like. I have been wearing, similar looks to this makeup look lately, and I've been so in love with it. So yeah, you guys gonna be seeing me wearing my makeup looking like this more often. Every now and then you guys will see me switch it up, because I like to, take risk, I guess, and just hype it up a little bit. But I will try to do more of these looks, just because I really like it, and I feel like it suits me very well. It's natural. I could wear this almost with any outfit and it will work. And if you guys want to see more makeup videos of me, definitely let me know in the comment box, because I don't want to stop doing the makeup tutorial, but I just don't know if you guys want them. So that's the reason why I don't do too much makeup tutorial. But yeah, if you guys want to see more tutorials of me doing my makeup, definitely let me know in the comment box, and I will try to do more as I do my videos. I hope you guys like it. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comment box below, because I am really loving it. Let me know if you guys will try it. And if you're gonna try it, definitely watch the video while you're doing it. That will definitely help. If you're new to my channel, again, I would love it if you would subscribe. That will mean so much to me. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, somebody who you think may like it. That will help my channel, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.